Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, May 22nd, 2012. Welcome to the Kingdom Blitz. I'm your host, Daniel Fleming. Let's get right to it. I want to talk a little bit this week about unity, and I may touch on a few other topics as well in this particular edition. But unity is such a powerful thing. You know, the Bible says, "Behold, how good, how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." And the Bible also says, "Let us not forsake the assembly of ourselves together." You know, one of the things that really makes me happy, and one of the things that I want to see more and more often, is when the churches come together and when they do special services or whatever the case may be. You know, it's so important for that to happen. That way we can reach more people. You know, we can do more together, than we can apart. You know, the Bible says two are better than one, for they have a great reward for their labor. So we need each other. And each church, needs to understand, how important unity is and how important it is to work together. There's so many churches, in your community or wherever it is, but it's so important for the churches to come together so that we can reach as many people as possible. And that's what a lot of hurting people out in the world, are needing is somebody, to show them the love of God. And like I said, we can do more together than we can apart. And it boggles my mind sometimes, that we got so many different churches, with so many different protocols and different beliefs and everything. The last time I checked, there's only one Bible. So it shouldn't be that big of a problem for the churches to come together. But for whatever reason, there's a lot of churches that just want to be left alone and just want to go through the same exact ritual each and every week. That's not going to help people. That's not going to, effectively reach people that are hurting in this world. Going to church is so important, but church folks need to understand that the church is the instrument that God uses to bring about the kingdom. And like I said earlier, it makes me so happy, when I see churches coming together, and doing things together, because it can help to reach so many people. And, there's a hurting world out there, and it's just so important, for church folks to understand that it's our duty and it's our obligation to help people and to love people. God is love. And I think a lot of times we can, tend to lose sight of that. And I really feel like a lot of church folks these days have gotten spiritually lazy. Society, is lazy, as it is. And, one of the things that people hate to see is somebody, who drinks or smokes or fornicates or does something wrong, and yet they still, go to church. That's one thing that a lot of people hate to see. And like I said earlier, it really is up to church folks. It's like I said, it's our duty and it's our obligation to love people and to help people and to show them the right way to live. And we have to show it with our own lifestyle. We have to demonstrate each and every day the right way to live. And it's just crazy because, a lot of people are just, they don't want to be held accountable. And if you don't want to be held accountable, then you need to go to a church where the pastor is going to leave you alone and isn't going to challenge you. I've seen that firsthand, with so many churches. I've even seen some churches that don't even take up an offering. They just have a drop box in the foyer. And giving and paying tithes is a part of your obligation as a believer. The Bible says that the tenth is holy unto the Lord. So it's so important, to understand, that you have to give. And you have to give in so many ways. And I really feel like that the church will continue to grow if and only if the church folks start to wake up. And if church folks understand that we have to love people and that we have to earn people's trust. If you can earn somebody's trust, then you're one step closer to getting them to believe in God and to winning them to Christ. You know, souls being saved is the number one priority of the kingdom. And it should be the number one priority of all believers. And like I said, we have to love people. You know, when we go on our jobs, you know, we're in constant contact, you know, with people every day. You know, what are those people saying about you? You know, ask yourself that. If you remember anything else I say this week, ask yourself, what do other folks think about me? Do other people trust me? And do other people feel like, you know, I'm a believer and that my lifestyle is a reflection of that? You know, it's just so important to understand that. So that's about it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see all of you next week.